It's so soulful. So beautiful. You know what it is. So we came from the east. Had to go to war just for me to find peace. Fuck the police, they got the mark of the beast. I'm on 125th, you can see me in the streets. Seen a nigga teacher fell in love with a priest. And a rush for the bread like we ain't got yeast. Put studs on my garment, now I'm late to the feast. I'm a Wild West nigga, you can check the receipts. Ask me where I'm from, so we came from the east.
Of my innocence by shit I was exposed to. Everything I did I was supposed to. Suppose you was poor and living with the heat off. SSI paying bills, mama like how she gon' feed y'all? Couches we go to sleep on, bad water on stoves. Light bill overdue, it get cold, open the stove. Comcast get cut off, we cutting it right back on. Noticed it coming home, notices on the door. 30 days till you Vic U-Hauls, Motel 6. Stay a couple of days, move in with a family friend. Promises for the first to pay you back on the third. Search for another house, they put our shit on the curb. Never uttered a word, came from a broken home. Mama was never there, my pops was a rolling stone. Nothing was ever given, they say you get what you give. Had to go through what I went through to give you what I lived.
Came from the east. Had to go to war just for me to find peace. Fuck the police, they got the mark of the beast. I'm on 125th, you can see me in the streets. Seen a nigga teacher fell in love with a priest. And a rush for the bread like we ain't got yeast. Put studs on my garment, now I'm late to the feast. I'm a Wild West nigga, you can check the receipts. Ask me where I'm from, so we came from the east.
Now I'm downtown Oakland, I'm just holding posts. I'ma do this shit forever, cause it's all I know. Yeah, I'm in this shit deep, I gotta hold my nose. Went and put on all black, yeah, I joined the code. At the table with wise men, I'm just taking notes. Fuck the beast, kill the body, but can't kill the soul. Get with your brothers, never leave and never break that oath. Hardest thing to do is go to him alone. Build a zone, put my brick in like Craig did. UBK, look, I'm area where the reds is. Same serpent in the garden, they just shed skin. Gotta go to war to find peace, yeah, that's real shit. I seen the Lord take his spirit from men. And without this brotherhood, I end up like them. Look, there's wisdom behind these battle scars. Circle small, cause ain't no telling what these cowards
on.
So
we came from the east. Had to go to war just for me to find peace. Fuck the police, they got the mark of the beast. I'm on 125th, you can see me in the streets. Seen a nigga teacher fell in love with a priest. And a rush for the bread like we ain't got yeast. Put studs on my garment, now I'm late to the feast. I'm a Wild West nigga, you can check the receipts. Ask me where I'm from, so we came from the east.
Leviticus 20 and 26, and ye shall be holy unto me, for I, the Lord, am holy, and have severed you from other people. God severed you, black man, from other people. You got no business joining the white man. You was brought here for slavery, now time of slavery is up. You're supposed to be in the ghetto helping black people. You're supposed to be getting them off of drugs, stopping the crime, re-educating them. That's what you're supposed to be doing. Instead, you a jungle monkey for the white man. You march down 6th Street begging the white man for your own civil rights.
Came from the east.
White man hijacked your civil rights movement. You running down 6th Street begging him to be part of it. When God said, I separated you from other people, man. Why you think black people don't love each other? You gave all your love to the white man.
Well, it is, right?
That's why you can't love each other.
Well, it is.
White man looking at you like, what the hell is these black people's problem? Your problem is you done gave all your love to them. And you left none for your own. And let me tell you what else you do. You hate anybody that speak about your cause. Don't nobody, black people don't hate nobody more than a black man that speak on their behalf. They hate him the most. That's why you killed Christ. You killed Christ because Christ wanted to give you the kingdom of heaven. You said, oh, hell no. We sticking with the Romans. That's why it said in the Bible, you said, we have but one king, and Caesar is his name.
All right, all right, all right. Well, we back again. Give me a one if we good to go. Give me a one if we good to go. Give me a one W, man. If you can hear us, man. If you can hear the sound. Okay, okay. Most High in Christ, Most High in Christ, man. You know what I'm saying? And once again, Yahweh Shan Shabrakatah to the Akim, Yahweh Shemal, the Thamba Shema Shad to the Agwathium, man. You know what I'm saying? We are Salaki about the interruption and delays earlier. I definitely gave everybody a shout out that was in the chat, man. You know what I'm saying? Atwaf, Officer 1000 Tazar Kara, Atwaf Riaya, Atwaf Ana, Atwaf Tawabaf, Atwaf Shakar, Atwaf Tronda Ellis, you understand? You know what I'm saying? The brother Trooper Ayan Pequot, you understand? Gave everybody, a definite shout out. We didn't have no sound earlier, but now we have sound and we good to go and we ready to get it on. You understand? All right. I hope everybody tawab tonight, man. You know what I mean? On this Monday night, man. This is the Monday night history class once again. This is the Monday night history class, man. We're gonna be going into a few things. You understand? As it pertains to the Richmond area, Jackson Ward, and what we're gonna do, man. We're gonna hop right into it. Due to the delays that we had earlier dealing with the sound. But Most High in Christ, we back on and popping now, all right? Okay? And like I said, I hope everybody tawab tonight, man. You understand? The topic of tonight's class is knowing what time it is. You understand? Knowing the time that we in, man, and the time that we always been in, man. You understand? Now people don't seem to forget, thinking that things are better for us, man. A few of us may have overcome some things and may be living, halfway all right? But we don't even know what it's like to live, man. You know what I'm saying? And we get a house, get a mortgage, man, that we got to pay off for 25 years. We get a car that we got to pay off for 5 to 10 damn years. Right. Some Mercedes Benz, man. We think we done made it. Right. You understand? We get a job, man, paying us $70,000, $80,000 a year. We think we done made it. Meanwhile, we don't own no land. We don't own the house. You're really in debt. You understand? You got some homeless guy out there on the streets, man, that got more than you got because he don't owe nobody nothing. Right. You understand? You in debt and you got to go to work and you got to slave and you got to live your life, man. You know what I mean? These people give us a mortgage and a car note, some good credit, and have us to think that we really living life, that we really got money. You understand? But we only really struggling to upkeep the things, you know what I'm saying, that we want, because we want the things that Esau got, that the white man got, that the damn devil got. You understand? We want his houses. We want his cars. We want, you know what I'm saying, his so-called good jobs and things of that nature. We can't create a damn thing for ourselves. We don't own nothing. You understand? We don't have a land. We don't even, as a people, own one state out of the 52 states in America. We don't even own one state. Right. You understand? That's right. That's a damn shame, the state that we in. Then a few of us get up a little bit. You understand? The ones of us that is doing okay, we got to succumb and bow our necks down to the white man. We got to sell each other out just to come up here. You understand? And before we go back down to the bottom, we can know the truth. We can know what's really going on. But guess what? Most of us are not going to trade in what we have, man, for our own people, for our own race. We are not willing to die, man, and have some type of integrity about ourselves just because we want these little bit of breadcrumbs from this stinking white man that was crawling around in the damn Caucasus Mountains. You understand? If you was to see the true nature of this devil with all the hair on him, walking around on all four, long nails and things of that nature, this is what we have succumbed to, man. Ezra said it himself. You understand? We under a people that is not even a man, really. A damn beast we being ruled by, man. This is ridiculous. It's a damn insult to who we are as a people. You understand? Because we is above this white man. And we fail to realize it. We still want to celebrate his damn holidays. You understand? It's been some time now, you know what I'm saying? Very short while, but you know, my people still coming to me already a damn money in advance about, oh, well, what about if you know what I'm saying, we do it a day before? Listen, man, I don't want to celebrate, you know, I don't want anything to do with the Thanksgiving and the Christmas. You know, that's just over. You know, don't even approach, you know what I'm saying, myself, you know, with these things, man. We got 365 days in a year, man, and we sit around and we wait for a day that this oppressor has set aside, you understand, that to be able to celebrate with our families.
Right.
It don't make no sense. We have no type of originality, you know,
Right.
and we don't even realize it. That's the terrible thing about it. All these days go past, nobody suggests, hey, the family come together, have a cook a dinner, you know? We got to wait for Thanksgiving. We got to wait for Christmas. We got to wait for Easter Sunday. All of these different things, man. And you know, this is 2025. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of things going on in the earth right now, man.
Right.
I mean, and they're pretty obvious, right? You got to wake up out your sleep and realize what's going on and realize what time we in. All right. Now, we're going to talk about, man, the city of Richmond a little bit. We got an article here that we're going to read and just, you know, gather a little history and information, you know what I'm saying, from this article tonight. So I'm going to start reading now. Relating to the city of Richmond, right? And Richmond, a struggle over the future of a Harlem of the South. Richmond, man, they used to call Richmond, man, like a Harlem of the South, right? Now, I am very aware of this 757 area, particularly Norfolk. And they used to call Norfolk Little New York. Way back in the day, before my time, before most people in the chat time. You understand? You may have to be about 60 years old to really understand where the school is located. Church Street. Me and Officer Yaraj talked to a lady one day, if he recalls.
I remember.
And she was telling us about, damn, yeah, she had left the area and came back and was like, I recall this area. There was so many clubs and different places to go. Church Street was very black. Yeah, most of this area is still black. But they're trying to change it now, which we're going to go into the red line and the gentrification and things of that nature, right? All right. This area where the school is located itself was very, very black. They used to call Norfolk Little New York back in the day. A lot of people from up top was very aware and knew about Norfolk. You know what I'm saying? It was a black area, a lot of jazz clubs, and a lot was going on, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, back in that time. And they was calling Richmond, because you always had the 757 and you had Richmond.
Right.
Right. And right now we're talking about Richmond. Right. But it also relates to the area that we in. If you want to know anything about Virginia. Okay. Now, this story was originally published by Virginia Center for Investigative Journalism. Right. With support from our 2023 National Fellowship, okay? The Dennis A. Hunt Fund for Journalism provided training, mentoring, and funding. And this article was written by a sister by the name of, I don't know if she was sister in that, Salakia, by the name of Elizabeth McGowan, okay? Civil rights activist and local historian Gary Flowers points out how the construction of I-95, anybody familiar with the highway I-95, in the 1950s demolished and separated the vibrant and bustling black neighborhood of Jackson Ward in Richmond, Virginia, to travel magazine editors Leroy Adams and Marie Adams at Wright during a tour on Friday, July the 12th. Now, as it relates to these highways, I think that's a whole nother thing. When the United States started to construct highways, what this is basically talking about is how a highway ran through a particular neighborhood, right? And that's a whole nother thing when we begin to talk about these highways and how it divided. You know what I mean? This is really talking about how they built the highway that divided a thriving black community. Okay, let's continue on. This story is a second in a series about highway development. See, this whole thing is talking about highway development, man, through Virginia's black communities, and they would run these highways through our communities, man, which was a way of destroying our communities and dividing us and decimating black communities, man. It's just another way that this damn devil, man, has been doing things to us right under our noses, man, and destroying us. You understand? Without us even knowing.
Right.
Okay? We done talked about the crack in the communities. We done talked about the gun violence. We done talked about the black on black crime. We done talked about the outright with the white the oppressor, how he done came against us in the past, slavery and things. These things are outright things. But what about the things when they started to do subtle things? Langston Hughes was a poet, man, and what he did was he came up with something, man, that was always stuck with me, man, when I read this a long time ago. I'm butchering it, what he said, but what he basically said was that they gave us an appearance of freedom. See, when they passed the Civil Rights Act back in 1964, well, we can go all the way back to 1864, when so-called President Lincoln set us free from slavery in 1864. So, okay, then they started to come with other things to oppress us, the Reconstruction era, the black codes, right? All of these things, those things went all the way up into the Civil Rights era. So then we had the Civil Rights era of 1964. Martin Luther King and a lot of those other guys, fought for these so-called rights, right? Which was all foolishness. It was BS, right? Which lead us up to where we at today. We were separated before some of these things, right? We was thriving amongst each other, even out of slavery, man. I want you to realize how great of a people you are, because we was able to develop very important and great communities, man, coming right out of slavery. For example, we can use what is it? The Oklahoma, Wall Street, Tulsa, Oklahoma. We was a thriving community. We built cab companies, bus companies, businesses, and things of this nature, right? Our own community. We began to thrive. Bankers and things of this nature. And what did they do? They bombed our community, right?
Right.
They bombed it. Outright bombed it. Dropped goddamn bombs on our community. That's not to mention the Rosewood. We had many. We had something in Carolina, a community in Carolina that was struck. We had taxi services and Durham, all type of things we had, man. And this was coming out of slavery.
Right.
So it just shows how much of a resilient people that we are, man. Hey, they used to have this cartoon movie back in the day called Bebe's Kids when I was a kid, right? And the Bebe's Kids say, we don't die, we multiply.
Right.
And they have not been able to destroy us, man, as blacks and Hispanics. They've tried everything, bombing us, right? Putting crack in the community, putting heroin in the community, putting guns in the community. You understand? But still, instead, we found a way to thrive.
Right.
Even to this day, it's not a large percentage of us, but we still, even from the slavery and the things that we have been through, you see people and they are setting a bad example, but they have been able to come up. You know what I mean? We have doctors, we have some lawyers, we have singers and, rappers and musicians and, all of these different businessmen and successful people, man, especially today in 2000, we've been able to thrive more than we ever have. And you know what? The white man recognized that.
Right.
And you know what he's saying to himself? These goddamn niggas are starting to get ahead of their damn selves.
Mm-hmm. That's a fact.
So every time we begin to get ahead of ourselves, what do they have to do? Like Langston Hughes said, they give us an appearance of freedom. They got to create something that's like from the Reconstruction era. You know, they came with the civil rights era. Then from the civil rights era, they came with what? After that, they came with what? Crack.
Right.
In the community. They came with the gangster rap music to destroy us.
Right.
They destroyed our image, called us super black predators for all those that went and voted for Bill Clinton and Joe Biden. They came with the three mandatory, the lock you up law. They began mass incarceration. Let's continue on in the article. Civil rights activist Gary Flowers bowed his head near a scrappy patch of grass hard by Interstate 95 on the north side of Jackson Ward. Right? This is sacred land, he said, gesturing toward what was once 911 North James Street. My family had a deep, rich history here. Right? Starting with his maternal great-grandparents, the Fountains. 3 generations of family lived there until the bulldozers circled 7 decades ago. Here go these bulldozers, man, tearing down this community the same way they tore down Wall Street, where they bombed Wall Street. A lot of our communities was also, put underwater right now. Anytime, man, we began to thrive and to come up, this white man found a way, man, to try to put us back down. And ain't nothing changed here in 2025. And our people are asleep. And our people are unaware, you understand, of the things that this oppressor has done to us. Our people don't know a lot of the problems and issues that they struggle with on a day-to-day basis, man. It comes from this white man. See, when you got another race of people, man, that are consciously putting obstacles in your way, and they're so deceptive that they're able. That's why the Bible said that the white man is the most subtle beast of the field, because he'll put an obstacle in your way and he'll hide it. He'll camouflage it like there's no obstacle. You blaming yourself for your own demise, not knowing that somebody is articulating and manipulating, you know what I'm saying, and creating ways to keep you down.
Right.
Let's read on. Wrecking balls leveled their 1890s era clapboard home, along with roughly 1,000 other structures. Look at that, 1,000 structures, other structures we had that we built up. We had a whole damn city, displacing 7,000 residents to clear a corridor for the Richmond-Petersburg Turnpike. They put a turnpike, man, through our neighborhoods and destroyed our neighborhood, which morphed into I-95 by 19. And this turnpike is now what you would call I-95. How many of us travel up and down on that every day, not realizing that this was once we traveling through a black neighborhood, a thriving black neighborhood?
That's right.
You understand? Intentionally ramrodding highways through black neighborhoods, lacking the political power to halt them, was a destructive scenario repeated across America. See that? They said this was intentional.
That's right.
Not just something that they did. They the same way they intentionally do everything that they do to us. These people are intentionally destroying us, man. You understand? Let's go to Psalms 83 real quick to get a precept on that. Let's go to the Bible on this real fast. I believe we can start at verse 1. Let's go to Psalms 83.
Psalms 83, verse 1. A psalm or song of Asaph. Keep not thou silence. Oh, go ahead. Let's say something.
Keep not that silence. You understand? Read.
O my power, hold not thy peace,
Right?
and be not still. O my power.
Now, why would, you know what I'm saying, this song be saying this, right? Not to be quiet to the injustices, not to be quiet to the things, them, you know, coming through our neighborhoods, putting these damn highways and turnpikes and destroying our black thriving neighborhoods, you understand? And displacing us and putting us where? Oppressing us and keeping us down. You understand? You know, like Ezra said, when are we going to come out of this place? When are we going to be set free from this oppression? From the things that we are going through every day? We done became numb to it. We done became adjusted to the oppression. You understand? Read.
Verse 2. For lo, thine enemies.
Thine what?
Thine enemies.
Read.
Make a tumult.
Make a tumult, right? Read.
And they that hate thee have lifted up their head.
It said they that hate thee. Why we don't realize that this white man hate us, man? Why we think why we want to keep being friends with the people that have made a tumult against us? You know what I'm saying? That's conspired against us, that hate us. Why we want to keep loving these people, man? I know what it is. It's the post-traumatic slave syndrome is what it is. We've been in slavery and oppressed so damn long and been victimized so damn long that guess what? We love this white man. And when we go out there and tell our people that the white man is the goddamn devil that the Bible speaks of, they begin to hate us.
Right.
They tell you, oh, God don't have a color. God love everybody. Why? Because we've been so poisoned by the Christianity that they done put on us. You got to realize they was doing a number with us, oppressing us also with the Christianity. And we don't know it. Read.
Verse 3. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
They have taken what?
Crafty counsel against thy people.
These people have taken a crafty counsel against us, man. A very deceptive, you understand, a counsel. They speaking amongst each other on how they can do what? Destroy blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. Read.
And consulted against thy hidden ones.
Thy hidden ones. Who are the hidden ones? The blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, man. They know that we are what? God's hidden chosen people. They know this. They got the records. And this is why, you know what I mean, they hate us the way that they do. That's why the scriptures say what? That they have a perpetual hatred against us. They would never love you, black man, Hispanic man, Native American Indian man. They would never love you. They will always hate you. And when you get it through your goddamn thick heads, the better off you will be. Read.
Verse 4. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation.
These people done came together, man, to cut us off from being a nation, from being a race of people. I mean, that's heavy. They saying amongst themselves, let's destroy these people. Okay, now what we can look at today to prove that. What they doing to the Hispanics right now. What ICE is doing. What Donald Trump is putting together, Alcatraz, whatever that is, the damn prison he's trying to put together. Alligator Alcatraz. You understand? This is heavy, man. This is what he's doing right now. It hasn't been done, you understand, in the past 40, 50, 60 years. Our people are still asleep, and we got some heavy things going on right before our eyes. You understand? And this is why I came out tonight, because I want to make sure that we in the right frame of mind, that we know the times that we in, that we not getting caught up, being in the truth, being asleep, like most of our people are. We hearing of the wars and the rumors of the war. These things are happening. These things are going on. World War III is being even spoken in the air. Do you know how heavy that is? This is where we on the way to. So you got to know the times. You got to know the season. You got to know that there's a time for everything. I mean, if you can't see what's going on, I don't know what to tell you. There's nothing we can tell you. There's no sign you can get. There's no breakdown you can get. All you got to do is turn on your news. You don't listen to that. There's no damn way. So I know you listen to the damn white man's news. Oh, I know what it is. It ain't knocked on a lot of your doors yet, huh? At my job, we got a brother from El Salvador. See what they're doing? They're taking truck drivers. If you can't speak English, they taking their license. This brother lost his license after being here for 26 years from El Salvador. Now, luckily, he has a tree service going on, but they really oppressing his brother. He got some lawyer messing him around, been taking his money for years, giving him a temporary, continuously a Visa card, when he really should have went through the correct channels of getting something temporary. So now they're threatening his citizenship here. This brother don't know whether he's going to have to leave the States or not after 26 years. Never committed no crimes. Been working hard the whole time he been here. We're talking about the housing. I'm going to tell you about the housing industry right now. All of Hispanics are building the houses right now. And they're building them for dirt cheap. They're even making the materials that the houses are being built off. For as the framing, the roof trusses, the floors, the walls. And they're paying them pennies. But guess who are in charge of all of these building projects? Guess who the contractors are? None but the white man. Why are they trying to kick the Hispanics out of the country? And they doing all the labor work. They keeping, I know for a fact, the building industry going right now, the construction, the housing. If they lose these Hispanics right now, these white men that run these projects and things of that nature are going to be out back. A carpenter makes no money these days, and that's a very skilled trade. Probably one of the most skilled trades that you can have. Right. Yeah, they make no money because they've pretty much brought in all the Hispanics to do it for dirt cheap. The house may cost about $500,000 or $600,000. They may only spend about $50,000 in labor and materials. It's about a what, $500,000, $450,000 profit is what's being made. The profit margin is very high right now for the builder. This is a fact. Let's continue to read.
Verse 4, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance.
These people don't want us to even be a damn memory. They're trying to get rid of us. Donald Trump right now is heading. He's starting with the Hispanics. He's trying to get rid of them. Right. Even to the detriment of the country. Now, there's some plan that they have. You got to keep in mind also, right, what's going on. Know the times. Know the times. Listen. Okay, so now they're doing what? Bringing in the National Guard. First, we heard about what? DC, right? Now, where they trying to go at? Chicago. And who's backing the National Guard now? The goddamn Marines. They are waging war on blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Because if they do it to the Hispanics, then guess what, black man? Native American Indian man, they're also doing it to you. See, you got to know the times. You got to know what time we in. And with all of this going on, guess what? A lot of our people are still asleep.
Right.
And it's a shame. Read.
Verse 5. For they have consulted together with one consent.
They are on the same page with each other. Donald Trump has some other people that he's coming together with. You understand? And they're coming in agreement about the things that they're starting to push, the policies. Oh, what else have they done? They put a freeze on what? The things that they provide for us as far as what the Section 8 and
The WIC.
the WIC and the government assistance, basically.
Right.
Right?
Right.
Look what they're doing. They're starving us out, is what they're doing. They're making it harder. It's been hard for us. But the little bit of crumbs that they gave us, they taking that away.
Right.
You got to realize the times that we coming into and where we going. And even if Trump is gone, the policies and the things that he's pushing, they will stand, because this is really, he's doing something that really the Democrats and Republicans wanted to do all along.
God.
See, black man, what you got to realize, you're shining too much. You got people like Jay-Z and Puff Daddy and all this and that. At least if you're going to shine quiet. We shining out loud. And you know what? The white man's sick of that. The small white man is sick of that. Because they're looking at the government like, well, damn, what you going to let them just take over and do what they want to do?
Right.
You know what I mean? A nigga don't know his place no more. They think they above us. You can't come to somebody else's house, man. It used to be a book we read, man, the 48 Laws of Power. And one of those laws was never outshine the master. And we starting to outshine the master. And that's something that you do not do. And we don't even know that we're doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, read.
God. They are confederate against thee.
They confederate, man. You know what I mean? They are together. They've joined together against us. They keep us down. Right? You got to realize one thing, black man, Hispanic man, Native American man, Indian man. This is not our rest. This is not our house. You can't come to somebody else's house and think you're going to get above them.
Right.
They're going to make sure of that. You understand? But we don't realize that. We trying to come in somebody else's house and join with them, and not only join with them, but try to, either live equal or above them. We've gotten too comfortable. We think that we don't have an enemy here.
Right.
We must even be thinking that we in control of something.
Right.
Because I don't even care who your richest black man is. We still don't own nothing. We still don't have a military. We still don't have a land of our own. Right? He just rich for the benefit of himself and some other person's empire. He doing good in somebody else's house, basically. And he don't give a damn that the rest of his people is doing bad. That doesn't concern him, long as he's doing good in these people's empire. And that's why he got to bow down to them. You got to realize Satan told Christ he would give him the whole world if he just bowed down.
Right.
Huh? This is not our empire. Job 9:4, what did it say? That the wicked run the earth. I'm butchering that, but that's who's in control. We're not. And that's what you need to understand, black man. That's what you need to understand, Israel. We're not in control. We just guessed in somebody else's house. And I wouldn't even say a guess. It's kind of like an unwanted guess. Somebody that they really don't want here. Know who you are. Stop thinking you all of that. You're just a goddamn slave to them. If you want to be technical to it. Now, in the outside of God, we can find some type of a confidence. Knowing that we are above all people. But where you get that from? You don't necessarily know that in the world. You got a false interpretation in the world of being greater than what you are. Because in the world, really, if you want to be technical, you just a damn slave that don't know he a slave. Or they don't know that she's a slave. That's what you really is. And we try to walk up with a little false pride, right?
Right.
But I'm here today to say what's really going on. Read.
Verse 6. The tabernacles of Edom. And
Edom was what? Edom is a white man. That's the main heathen nation that's against us. We can go on with the other ones too.
And the Ishmaelites.
I want to talk about them Ishmaelites. Right now, where we at in Norfolk, Virginia, across the street is the goddamn Ishmaelites.
Right.
I've been watching. They over there selling chicken, potato logs, gizzards, chicken barbecue, and all type of things. They have been there. They started off across the street. The name of the joint is called Watergate. They had one place they opened up. This probably a little over 20 years ago. Guess how many they have now? 7.
Yeah.
And they put them all in where? Black communities. And they love our black women. I've been saying it for years. Oh, they come in there and they lust so hard off our black women. Y'all come in there with them tights on and them little belly halter top shirts, and hey, they love you. But they don't love you enough to be their wife.
Right.
They treat you like whores and prostitutes. They look at you like whores, like a piece of goddamn meat. I look at them. I just seen you the other day. They don't got no respect for the brothers. And we too retarded to realize it. Read.
God.
Here we go with the next one. Here we go.
Of Moab.
Of Moab. Guess where we next door to in Norfolk, Virginia, brothers and sisters? The goddamn Moab man, the damn Chinese and the damn Japanese man selling it chicken. I just had some of it, some beef fried rice. Now we have a soul food restaurant. They not open today. They close on Mondays and Tuesdays. While the Moab is still open, right?
Yeah.
Moab don't close. And even when we open, guess what? They open even later than us.
Right.
And they've been there consistently over 20 years. That same particular, if you want to talk about history tonight, let's talk about some history in Norfolk, right here in Church Square where the school at. That same place is always, for some reason, a black restaurant that be in the same spot. It's been multiple black restaurants. They never last. But guess what? That Moab restaurant never went nowhere. Right. They've been there. And they still there right now. And guess what? The black restaurant, they closed today. But guess who's still there? And guess why? And guess who is lining up back to back to get a meal? The black man. So the Bible man is jumping off the pages right now. The Bible is telling the goddamn truth right now. We living it. Me and Officer Uriah sitting in here, man, with Ishmaelite cross the street, Moab goddamn next door. I mean, we could just tell you right now what's going on. It's right in our goddamn faces. It's ridiculous. Let's go back to the article, man. This turnpike running through Richmond neighborhood, which morphed into I-95 by 1958, intentionally ram-trotting. It says intentionally, you know what I'm saying? Okay, recalling the pittance paid to families who lost their properties to eminent domain infuriates Flowers. Oh, we need to look up that word eminent domain because that's something too. I forgot about that.
Eminent domain.
Eminent domain. Khan. Okay, we got the brother David Parker, another man. He just answered my question. Outwaf Hadasah is sad, especially at my place of employment. I heard a man say that other folks love him. I told him, don't ever say that crap loud again. Right. They don't want to hear that, sis. They don't want to hear that at all. Okay, we got brother Officer Shamaga Bar checking in from Midlothian, Virginia. How about your All right. Eminent domain.
In relation to taking public property.
That's what it is.
Taking it private. I think it's taking private property and making it to public property and converting it for public use. So they take private property and convert it to public use.
So the eminent domain, they taking our property basically and just making it public property, meaning they're giving it to their own goddamn people.
Right.
It's gentrification. They're kicking us out of our neighborhoods that we've been in. And, you just got to find you some damn where to go. And that's another thing going on right around here where we at. I mean, I'm going to tell you, this stuff, you can't make it up. The scripture's hopping right off the damn pages right now. Because I'm going to tell you something. You see white people uptown now, what they call it uptown, but it's really downtown Norfolk. You would never see a white person out here. And if they did, they had to go through us to do anything in this part of town. Now they walking around freely. They took Park Place. I remember 11 years ago or more, they used to have a sign out Park Place. They called it a conservation area. Right. Guess what? All these many years later, you see white people now running around with dogs out Park Place, which was a all black neighborhood. These places you would never see Esau. I mean, never. And to know that and to see them now, it's like, wow, it's really happening. And guess what? Soon we're gonna lose all of this. And you just gotta your black hound parts just gotta find somewhere to go. Yep. They taking the property for cheap. Now they can move their own people in for cheap and get the property for a low value.
Salaki for me. Speaking of exactly what they did in Norfolk, right? Pretty much the Hampton Roads in general, but let's talk about Norfolk.
Right.
Church Street was pretty much the Black Wall Street of Norfolk. That's Church Street. What they did was the biggest example of eminent domain was the Federal Aid Highway Act of 1956.
Okay.
When they built all the highways purposely through successful black communities to actually divide community and separate. That's why you got 64, 264, 664, 564, all these highways that cut straight through Norfolk and so many, and it divided Norfolk.
Right.
That's how you ended up getting Ghent. That's how you ended up getting Park Place because of the highways. At first, it was just Norfolk. All of it was Norfolk. And of course, you had those areas everyone knew, but now we're completely divided by these highways.
Right.
Completely divided.
Most High Christ. Did you hear that? These highways, this act was passed back in 1958?
Right, 56. Right.
56. And they're bringing these highways. We ride these highways all the goddamn time. Right? But these highways was purposely devised that they ran them through black neighborhoods to divide the neighborhoods. How many of us actually knew that? And we ride these highways all the time to get down to Miami, to get to different parts of this country. These highways destroyed the black communities. These people, man, devising the smallest things to keep us down. These are things that a lot of us didn't even know about. We know about a lot of the obvious things. Most of us do. Even brothers and sisters that ain't in the truth know about a lot of obvious things. But how about these subtle things they've been doing? Like putting highways. You ride the highway every day, probably going to work. Not knowing that highway probably ran through some thriving black community years ago. And these things are killing us as a people, man. These things are, got us to the point of where we at now. So we walking around now on the fentanyl. We walking around now, our women horn. We walking around now, our women with a masculine spirit. You understand? Our brothers with an effeminate spirit or a just straight out gay spirit. You know what I'm saying? We on drugs. We're alcoholics. We're hopeless. We're homeless. We just out here with no purpose and no direction. You understand? Yep. You got to see what's going on. And so the saga continues. Trump, you know what I mean, is manipulating. See, Trump knows what's going on. Yeah, a lot of people call him not a very articulate individual. You know what I'm saying? Things of that nature, right? Some people even call him outright stupid. Mm-hmm. And he could very well be. But one thing he understands is self-preservation. Right. And he's practicing the same things that America has been practicing forever. Right. Against who? Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. You got to understand what time you in, okay? Yep. You got to understand. All right? We're going to finish up this article about Richmond. Okay, recall independence paid the families who lost their properties to eminent domain infuriates Flowers. They dug this ditch out of meanness and greed, right? Out of greed. They did this thing out of, spite, man. What the scripture say? The crafty counsel. Yep. You understand? This is what he's saying right here in his article. Yep. He said, pointing to the traffic jam, 6-lane asphalt scar. The fourth generation Richmonder becomes equally fired up about the city's newest vision. Backed with federal money to reconnect Jackson Ward by covering a section of I-95 with up to 5 acres of public green space. He dismisses that proposal as a glorified doggy park, claiming the 3 narrow bridges now crossing the highway are sufficient. You can't reconnect people who were forcibly removed. They're forcibly removing us, man. You understand? You know what that means? Like, you got to understand, man, like, you're being put into a position intentionally. So, yeah, some of us may rise up out of that. But how many of you will? They'll take the 1 and 2 out of 100 or out of 1,000. Because that's basically what's going on. But the majority of us are what? That's why in the ISUPK, we are taught to think as a nation and not as a individual. Which that's another trick they've taught us. Because most of us think as a what? An individual. That's why a lot of our people that are successful, they say, well, damn, you can do the same thing I did. If I did it, you can do it. And they feel no obligation to their own people. But they'll laugh and be connected to the white man and tap dance for him and smile and show all their teeth and say, yes, sir, master. You's just a Uncle Tom is what you is. You's a Oreo. You's a black white man. You should be ashamed of your goddamn self. I don't care how big your house is that you got on credit. You ain't paid no $500,000-$600,000 cash for that goddamn house.
Salaki, if I may, and it's crazy. Speaking of that too, you had the Housing Act.
Right.
You had the Housing Act of 1949.
Right.
Another what's called eminent domain. Right.
Right.
And and not to of course I'm not going to take too much of your time, but I remember having a conversation with Officer Yagadar, and of course Officer Yagadar, he's real blunt about the things he despises.
Right. Right.
And one of the people he loathes, just as equal to MLK, I believe, is Jackie Robinson. When it comes to integrating the MLB, right? And so now, of course, while Jackie Robinson was used to be honest, he was used to integrate the baseball, let's say the Major League Baseball.
Right.
He was used to integrate Major League Baseball, and while he was used to do so, right, that was a attack to get rid of the Negro leagues that we established.
Right.
Remember, we had our own stadiums.
Exactly.
Our own leagues.
Exactly.
Right? In our own cities that we built, Black Wall Streets that we built, our stadiums were there, and those stadiums were generating wealth for the cities they were in.
Right.
Now, the Housing Act, because of Jackie Robinson being used to integrate, now they have to build more stadiums for the Major League Baseball.
Okay.
And where they're going to build it? They're going to build it right in Detroit. You know,
right.
They're going to build it right in Philadelphia.
Right.
They're going to build it right in New York.
Right.
In places
Exactly.
in LA where blacks and Latinos are.
Exactly.
And they're going to offer your family. This happened in the 50s and 60s.
Right.
They're going to offer your family thousands of dollars to go move somewhere else. And then they're going to build the Philadelphia Phillies. Right?
Exactly.
Or the Detroit Tigers in the middle of your city.
Exactly.
Or the Chicago, I forgot what the baseball team was. The Red Sox.
Right.
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 No, that's Boston. The White Sox, I believe, is in Chicago. Maybe I can't remember. Right. And and that stadium will now. We can look it up, of course. Makes millions of dollars a year.
Right.
And none of that money is used. Barely any of it. I can't say none of it. But barely any of it is used to build up the cities where black people are. How do I know?
Exactly.
Detroit is one of the most dangerous cities there in America.
Right.
So is Chicago.
Right.
So is Philly. So is LA. We may not have any stadiums here, quote unquote, when it comes to like the Major League Baseball, football.
Right.
But we do have college universities. Universities did the very same thing. ODU would be ODU if it didn't pay black people to get that area over there by the ODU. That was all black.
It was.
I was talking to an old John. He was like,
Lambert's Point.
What was it? What's it called?
Lambert's Point.
Lambert's Point. That was all black over there by ODU.
They got him out of there.
They got him out of there, man. It's crazy. But yeah, go ahead, T. That was a heavy point that you're making.
Right. Get that priest of pride for the hand, man. You know what I'm saying, for bringing out that information, man. You know, it another trick of this devil, man. You know what I'm saying? And it's absolutely right. And not only did they build those stadiums and things of that nature in our communities, now the money that we were spending in the damn Negro leagues, we spending it with them.
Right.
And none of the money gets back to the black community.
Right.
Which was the purpose of it anyway. To get the black dollar as well. They stopped us from spending money with each other. You could thank the damn Dr. Martin Luther King and all those other gay idiots he had with him.
Right.
This is his fault. Yep. Damn Martin Luther King.
That's right.
We don't give a damn about not Martin Luther King up in here.
That's right.
You understand? Now, with all that being said, let's get a definition of redlining. Red line. The definition of red line: to withhold services like loans. Huh? This is what they're doing. It's not easy for you, black man, Hispanic man, to go get you a damn loan. You don't even know nothing about it.
Right.
You understand? Most of us know nothing about going to get a damn loan.
Right.
Okay? Based and why and these services are being withheld from us. Why? Based on discriminatory factors. This is a definition in the white man's dictionary. Loans are being withheld from you because of discriminatory factors. And they're talking about you. You're the one being discriminated against, black man, Hispanic man, Native American Indian man. These are the subtle things that they're doing. And you wonder why you can't get ahead.
Right.
You wonder why you're stuck in the barrios and the projects and the reservations. You wonder why.
Right.
Let's read about it. Such as an area's economic status or its residents' race. What? The residents is race. So these black people in the projects, these Hispanics in the barrios, these Native American Indians in the reservations, we're going to withhold things from these people to keep them well, exactly where the hell they are. Let's read. And they're doing it because of what? Your race. And what is your race? You're Israel.
Right.
Don't forget it. Or to make up a document with red lines to show changes for cancellation or what is that? Review discriminatory. Okay, so they got red lines. They know the areas that blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians are in. They know where you are. They make up a red line. You understand? To discriminate against you purposely. That's that crafty counsel we read about. Come on now. Got to wake up. It's ridiculous. What time are we living in? Donald Trump. Charlie Parker's a goddamn a martyr. What? Not Charlie Parker. Charlie, what's the white guy's name that just got assassinated?
Oh, Charlie Kirk.
Charlie Kirk.
Uh-huh.
He's a damn martyr.
Yeah. Okay.
For white people. He died for the cause. So you better not talk about him. You understand? Another white man killed him, though. Mass murderer. Yep. These mass murderings been happening quite frequently. See, at one time it was what? The Charlie Mansons and the all them damn serial killers.
Right.
Now we got there's outright mass shootings.
Right.
But see, the white man killing masses. We might unalive a brother here and there, you know. We got some of us that really go in, but on the famous murderers are the white man. So why are you painting the black, Hispanics, and Native American Indians as the black predators and the unalivers and things of this nature? When it's you, white man. You're the savage. You're the beast. You understand? We can go all the way back to where gangsterism came from. It didn't come from us. We were still being discriminated against. Matter of fact, we can go all the way back to the original crimes. We was in slavery. Do you remember? That's why you're trying to erase your heinous history, but we're going to bring it out. You white devil. When you was whipping this, when you was raping men and women, when you were using our children as footstools, when you was feeding them to alligators, when you was dashing them against stones, when you was hanging out women and cutting their children out of their bellies and burning us alive. Come on, man. Nobody's more of a worse unalive or a serial killer or a demented individual as you. You're a piece of garbage. You're a piece of trash. You're a piece of shit. Is what you is. So stop trying to paint us out to be you. It's enough of it. Look what Donald Trump doing right now. He's a piece of garbage. Charlie Kirk was a goddamn piece of garbage.
Right.
Just stop your lying. Stop your deception like everybody's stupid. Like you the smart one and we're the ignorant ones. But we're God's chosen people. We are the salt of the earth. We are the special people of the earth, and that's why we have it the hardest. But guess what, white man? Enjoy your time now because this place is going to be destroyed. And the Most High is going to rise us back up to put us back in charge. And we're going to put you in slavery. You're going to get a double portion. You understand?
Right.
You're going back to the bottom, and you know it. You know your time is up. And that's what you're mad about.
Right.
And you got those of us in here in this ISUPK that ain't scared, man. You know why? Because some of us, a lot of us put our lives on the line for nothing. A lot of us risked our lives out here in the world being a pawn for you. But now that we's waking up, guess what? Hey, this message going to get spread. And people going to wake up. And you're going to be exposed for the devil that you are. Your time is up, man, for faking it till you make it. Now the kingdom of Israel is being risen up day by day, man. The kingdom is more nearer than it's ever been. You understand?
Right.
Most High Christ to that. All right, we got Trooper Officer ISUPK checking in. Yahweh checking in from Norfolk, Virginia. All right, Shalom. All right, Most High Christ. Atwaf Shariah, Most High Christ. Atwaf Hadasah, Most High Christ. Princess Tazariah, how was Shemana Thamba Shimi, how was Shad? How everybody doing? You know what I'm saying? Thanks for the comments. Let's keep it coming, man. We're gonna get it rolling here in VA. You understand? You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get it jumping. All right, okay. Now let me see. Let me go finish up this article once and for all.
Redlining.
Yeah, they're redlining with red lines to show changes for to deny or complicate access to services. Right, they are denying and complicating accesses to services. You see that? Don't forget, man. Now things are being denied to you. You're being kept away from things. You understand?
Right.
We're not even educated on these things. The white man, they parents, they know all of these things because it's for them. These damn Arabs and Moab come over here and they get loans and things that they already told. That's why they in the black communities. You don't see them necessarily in the white community. They in our communities. Ishmael had a ball. Let me tell you that right now. Every closed 7-Eleven, he getting it.
Yep.
I see it. They everywhere. Ishmael rolling right now.
Right.
They might be doing better than Moab. Moab do got the nails and doing the nails in the feet. I was surprised to hear the price of the nails in the feet. I remember when you get a full set for $25, $30. They say now, goddamn full set about $100 to get your feet and nails done. You probably paying about $1.50. Am I right or wrong? I don't know. Somebody let me know. Some of you sisters, man. Hey, sisters done start doing their own damn feet and nails now.
Yeah, come.
You know. Okay, like housing loan or insurances, housing loans. We not getting them, right?
Yep.
To certain residents, to certain people.
Yep.
Based on race, etc. Credit we've been denied credit. Most of us ain't educated on credit. So a lot of black people got bad
Right.
credit. And you can't get nothing.
Right.
Gentrification. Process of a poor urban area changed by wealthier people moving in, improving housing, and attracting new businesses. Man, our Park Place, man, they moving in and they got businesses out there now. More businesses than we ever had when we was out there. Only business we had out there was damn selling pot and selling liquor and chicken and damn crack houses.
Yep.
They got real restaurants out there now. I mean, I'm telling you, bars and they got things out there now. They already got Ghent. Now they spraying from Ghent all the way to Park Place. Like you said, ODU area. That was Lambers Point. That was a black area.
Right.
And they doing it. That mean these people can do what they want to do, man. We was never in control, man. We never owned anything.
Right.
You understand? It's ridiculous, man. What's going on with us? And Trump is reiterating these things abroad. He said something in Chicago. He made war on Chicago, man. He said something. What he say? Basically something of the nature like, yeah, now Chicago gonna see what it's like. This is what he said about. I mean, he waging war on the states.
Right.
I mean, you waging more war in the states than you waging abroad, brother. Well, Salak, you're not, brother, devil.
Right.
I mean, come on, man. Is it just me or is there some crazy stuff going on? We got to wake up, man.
Right.
We definitely got to wake up. Okay? You cannot reconnect people who were forcibly moved, Flowers said. All they're doing is building new real estate for developers who are salivating to build shiny new houses for young white couples. Man, these things they're doing is for the white people. Everything they're doing is for their own kind, man. They preserving their own kind. You understand? And keeping you down, man. Only thing you can do, man, is be an asset to moving forward this country for them, not for you. Okay? Right. And the ones that they are building up that's black, they are also benefiting the white man. Don't mistake it, okay?
Right.
It's little wonder that some black residents harbor such searing hurt and suspicions. I-95 is merely one offense inflicted by a white power structure. Goddamn. Woo! Inflicted by a white power structure that sanctioned racist policies that enable redlining, segregation, and stagnation. What? They keeping us stagnated. You understand? Some men will improve the world by leaving it. Right. The wickedness is off the chain. Most High Christ.
Right.
You're absolutely right about that, sister. But this article is telling us what's been going on. However, other neighborhood natives view this newest federal project intended to begin healing old wounds as a ticket to across-the-board economic prosperity. The timing is right to create a new situation here, said David Lambert, an entrepreneur from a prominent family of professionals. The problem is that we have too many doubters with a mentality of, no, we don't want that. We have to be looking at opportunities to rejuvenate Jackson Ward and find solutions that lift everybody up. Here go the lies.
Mm-hmm.
Here go the lies. Remember, he got a what they call a pitchfork tongue.
Right.
Like a damn, he's a snake. He's a beast. He's a liar. What it says, words are smoother than oil.
Right.
But war is in his heart.
Yeah. Okay.
Same thing he did with Eve in the garden. But war was in his heart. There's nothing but war in this white man's mind against us, black man, Hispanic man, Native American man. Don't be deceived. All right? All right. Funding is from 1.35 million reconnecting planning grant the city received from the U.S. Department of Transportation in February. And they funding all of these things. They got the money backing them. See, we don't got the resources. They do to benefit their own kind. How can you win?
You know what's a lucky if I may. And what's heavy about it is we all remember NWA, right?
Right.
And Ice Cube was saying a bunch of things
right
back in the day in the late 80s all the way throughout the 90s,
right
much, right? And you know, Compton is a prime example of how our oppressor got over on us.
Right.
If you remember, apparently Compton was an all-white community at one point. And
right.
then when you know, they passed, you know, whatever it was, I believe the 14th Amendment, that allowed us to move into that desegregated, quote unquote, desegregated our neighborhoods and whatever the case may be. We were able to move into white neighborhoods. And so once black people moved into Compton, the government redlined that area and stopped investing in Compton.
Right.
And then while the government stopped investing in Compton, our oppressors moved out of Compton and moved wherever the hell they, maybe Beverly Hills. I don't know. Right. And then simultaneously doing that, so much stuff. It's like a war on 5 fronts. While that was happening, drugs were being pushed into our community.
Right.
And so now we're not even receiving funding, right? We can't even get housing improvement loans. Just so when we buy a house, we also need loans to fix it up. You know, whatever the case may be. You know, not many people. I don't know if anyone knows this. If you get a house, it's you don't make that much money to fix your roof if something goes wrong,
right?
Or if something with the foundation, it ain't that easy to fix. You have to take out a loan sometimes,
right?
We don't got those type of rainy day savings accounts that our oppressors got. That's got 15,000 just waiting in it just to get a new roof.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, what you're saying is heavy. They would do that.
Right.
Thinking about it, yeah.
Right. And get that piece of hand, man, on that. You know what I'm saying? Like he said, they redline it. The redlining is just to be able to target the types of people that's in those types of communities. So we know now who's here. Let's get our people out. Once they out, let's starve the community. You understand? Put no resources or funds in it. They're going to bring it down. Let's flood it with drugs. And let's destroy these goddamn people. And that's what's been happening, man. You know what I mean? The school is located right in the community where it's happening at. So much poverty, so much drugs, so much hopelessness. I mean, what else can you do? You don't got the truth. We walk outside right now and people on fentanyl. People chasing damn fentanyl in a wheelchair. You know?
Right.
Sisters out there tricking and whoring for a hit of crack. Brothers out there, you know, selling dope to try to come up.
Right.
Police cars out there swarming. A lot of them is our own kind. Locking up their own kind. We got to wake up, man. And that's just the war being waged on a small front. Donald Trump waging it on a more heavier and larger front right now.
Oh.
And make no mistake about it, this war that he's waging is against blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians.
Yeah, right.
We are at war, black man. We at war, Hispanic man. We at war, Native American Indian man. We at war, Israel.
Right.
Wake up.
That's right.
Slick J. They built the 105 freeway to further segregate them. Right. Exactly. Exactly, brother. You exactly right about that. You exactly right about that, brother. All right. Now, Richmond and Norfolk are the only Virginia cities to receive grants from the Biden administration's $1 billion Reconnected Communities pilot, included in the 2021 bipartisan infrastructure law. Okay, just 45 U.S. cities received the initial planning. See that? On 45, it say U.S. cities, but 45 black cities.
Right.
Is what it's really saying.
Right.
Because it say Richmond and Norfolk received it, right, but those are black cities. Correct. Predominantly. Okay. So at least we know Norfolk got some money somewhere.
Oh, it's there.
We know that, don't we? And Richmond do too.
It's used to build them tunnels.
Right, right. And that's where we've been at predominantly, Richmond and Norfolk.
Right.
Starting off.
2 more lanes to 64.
Right. So this just told us, okay, it is some funds here somewhere. Mm-hmm. We just gotta find it. You know, right, get Most High pointers in the right to get just a crumb. You know, to further our agenda. You know what I mean?
Right.
Osan Craig. It's the country's first ever federal federal program to aid communities, to aid black communities, split by highway construction. To aid black communities, split by these interstates by the white man for a divisive cause to destroy black communities. This is what the article is really saying. See, you got to be able to read through the what I want to say. You got to be able to just see through it.
Read through the fine lines.
The fine lines, the jargon.
Fine print, right.
You understand? It's deeper than what's being said. You understand?
Damn right.
Okay, construct the compounded segregation in cities nationwide. Right? Highway projects in close to 1,000 cities displaced 1 million people between 1949 and 19 what? 1 million people between what? That won't even nothing but a damn 24-year. 1 million people was displaced, man. Because these people be looking for places to go. Everybody don't get placed. They do put the appearance of, okay, we're gonna place some of you, but they're not placing everybody. And some of these people have been in these homes in these areas, man, for a long time, and now all of them, most of them are no threat. And they don't place these people, man. They don't really give a damn. According to research by the Institute for Justice, 2/3 of the residents ousted were black. Goddamn. There you go. Removed from their communities at a far higher rate than whites. Goddamn. See that? All of this stuff is being done to us, man. And we wonder why we can't get up. We wonder why we in poverty. We wonder why we depressed. We wonder why we anxious. We wonder why we committing goddamn suicide.
Right.
Either outright or slowly.
Right.
By taking drugs or drinking our goddamn selves to death.
Right.
Walk outside your community and see what you see. Most of us, not all, but most of us. This thing is heavy, man. And Donald Trump, you know what I mean? Least you can respect about Donald Trump, he doing it right in your damn face. See, this is the set of stuff that a lot of us don't even know nothing about.
Right.
Donald Trump doing all that right in your face. He don't give a damn. But you should at least respect it because it's been going on anyway.
Right.
He letting you know. But even with him letting us know, we still what? Sleep.
Right.
The majority of us still sleep. ISUPK been trying to wake brothers and sisters up since 69. We still decide to be asleep. Right. What else can we say? You know?
Right.
Often these projects disrupted stable communities and stymied black home ownership in the name of urban renewal. What black home ownership? A lot of us own some of these homes, man. And it disrupted stable. The communities were stable.
Right.
You know, every time we didn't have this unstable communities.
Right. That's right.
Some of these communities were prosperous.
Extremely
prosperous. That's why they done it. They said we got to keep this black man down. He coming up too damn much.
Right.
These people think of anything. They put a damn highway through your community. Come on now. In Richmond, fixtures have emerged as local government officials and residents figure out how to renew a downtown community. One is known as the Harlem of the South. So it's vibrant and inclusive. Even as leaders remove the bronze parade of Confederate war monuments that stained the city for decades. The question of what an evolving Richmond should look like has stirred fresh debate over past displacement, federal intervention, and restoration. And they called it the Harlem of the South, man, because they're trying to say that it was a thriving place. The white man destroyed Richmond, not the black man.
Right.
The white man destroyed Richmond, Virginia. The white man destroyed Norfolk, Virginia.
Right.
With the drugs, with the highways,
right,
with the segregation, with the division, with the guns. You understand? With the Confederacy that they made to consult and talk and made meetings about how can we destroy Norfolk? How can we destroy Richmond? How can we destroy the blacks in these communities?
Right.
How can we box them out to stop them from getting resources? How can we put them in utter poverty? How can we make these people hopeless? How can we take their God from them? How can we take their identity from them?
Right.
How can we take their language from them? How can we take the essence of who they are? How can we take their goddamn soul?
That's right.
And this is what the white man did to us, man. That's just in Norfolk and Richmond, Virginia. Huh. We a lot more places than that. You understand?
Right.
Got to wake up, black man. We got to wake up, Israel. We got to wake up. And those of us that are woke, we got to stay woke. Ain't no need to go back to sleep now. We got to stay up. You understand?
Right.
Ain't no need to leave this truth now if you already woke. Ain't no need to let the things that you deal with on a regular basis cloud your judgment and your thoughts. You understand?
That's right.
Stay woke.
Damn right. Come.
Don't fall back to sleep.
That's right.
Because you best believe this devil is trying to do that.
Come. Chance they take.
Right. All right. Richmond should look like, okay, we got that. A green bridge to prosperity. A few minutes walk from the site of, well, I think there's about enough on that. Yeah, it is. Okay, so y'all got the gist of that. Now we're going to go to Matthew chapter 24. What time is it? First, no, you know what? First, we're going to go to Ecclesiastes 3. That's the one about the time, man.
Ecclesiastes chapter 3. About
Yeah.
There's a season
For everything.
I
Right.
can start from verse 1.
Okay,
Or
let me.
unless you want me to start at verse 1 and skip down, just let me know.
Okay, come. Let me. Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 1.
Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 1.
Yeah.
To everything there is a season.
To everything, there's a season. There's a time. You understand? You got to realize a lot of this. We was in the article talking about history of, certain cities in Virginia, but it's all about overall is what's going on. To realize the season, the time that we in right now, we going into what? Fall. Right? So what time are we in? Read.
And a time.
Hey, what?
At a time.
Okay.
To every purpose under the heaven.
It's a time, man, to every purpose, everything that's going on here under the heavens, in the earth. You understand? You got to realize there's a certain time that we in right now. And we ask, what is that time? Right? Read.
Verse 2. A time to be born.
It's a time, man, when you was born into the earth. Right? Read.
And a time to die.
And there's going to be a time where it's time for you to die. And what the Most High is doing, man, in the scriptures, letting us know that to be aware of what time it is. Okay? Read.
A time to plant.
It's a time, man, to plant certain seeds, right? It's planting season. When you're planting something, it ain't going to grow yet, is it? You got to wait a little while before it grows. You might be in planting season right now, but I know you can't wait. You like me, impatient.
Right.
I want it right now. But see, the Lord going to teach you goddamn patience in the time of planting. Read.
And a time to pluck up that which is planted.
And that what you planted is going to be time to receive, man, of what you have planted. You understand? So watch the things that you're doing on a daily basis. And if you planting positive, you planting, good seeds, and you doing what does say of the Most High, guess what? You might be in a season where it seems like you being restricted. You don't have which, this and that. But guess what? It's going to be a time, man, where you're going to be prosperous. But you got to have some patience. If we was farmers, we'll be planting certain seeds. I can't get the cantaloupe right that minute when I plant the seed. I can't get the collard greens. I can't get the corn. I gotta wait. But once everything grows and come to its full season and time, now I got what? Corn. I got cantaloupe. I'm gonna forget all about the time when I was hoping and wishing that it was to come up. You know what I mean?
That's right.
Now you got it.
That's right.
And that time is gonna come, man. It's a time for everything upon the earth. Now we can go to Matthew 24.
Matthew chapter 24.
Come. Matthew chapter 24. Let me see where we're going to start at first. When I get to the chapter, I don't know. Matthew chapter 24. Well, we can start at verse 1.
Okay, let's go. Matthew chapter 24, verse 1. And Yahushua went out.
Right? Yahushua went out. Read.
And departed from the temple.
He left the temple. He went out from the temple. Read.
And his disciples came to him to show him the buildings of the temple.
So they were showing him the buildings of the temple, you know what I'm saying, and different structures and things that they seen. And, some of them was nice structures, same thing we might see today in America. You understand? I went down there to South Beach one time, once you about to enter in the South Beach in the Miami, man, it looks so beautiful and extravagant. You understand? And things of that nature. Some of y'all might have been in Vegas, seeing all the big bright lights and this and that, right? All right, this is what the disciples were saying. Read.
Verse 2. And Yahushua said unto them, see ye not all these things?
He was saying, see all these things y'all seeing, you see that? Read.
Verily, I say unto you,
Read.
there shall not be left here one stone upon another.
All the things that you see in America, in this society, man, they will not be here. So he was trying to point something out to them. Don't be so caught up in the things that you see. You understand? Don't get so caught up in the ways of this world. You know what I mean? See, the disciples was amazed at the things that they seen at that time. But in Most High, Yahushua was telling them, that King was telling them that, man, this ain't nothing. Don't worry about this. All this shit y'all seeing is going to be destroyed. Everything we see today is going to be destroyed, man. It's going to be rubble. Remember that. When you leave out, go to work, your job ain't gonna be there no more. Different buildings you see on a daily basis, the big nice houses and all that, those things will not be there one day. Read.
That shall not be thrown down.
Yeah, all this stuff gonna be thrown down, man. So don't be thinking like, oh man, that looks so nice. That looks so, man, all this stuff gonna be gone.
That's right.
That's what Yahushua telling them. Read.
Verse 3. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives,
Read.
The disciples came unto him privately.
Okay.
Saying, tell us, when shall these things be?
Right. They wanted to know, man. Well, okay. When is the end gonna be? You know what I'm saying? Read.
And what shall be the sign of thy coming?
What should be the sign of thy coming? Okay. Read. Remember that. The signs of the times. Read.
And of the end of the world.
The end of this society. The end of America. The end of the current Russia. The end of the current China. The end of the current Germany. The end of the current Ukraine, which they about destroyed anyway. But, the end of the world as we know it. The society, when is it going to be? Like Ezra was asking the angel, well, damn, when we gonna be back up? Because he was seeing all the destruction. Everything we just got finished talking about, Ezra was already seeing this. This was about a couple of 3,000 years ago or so. He was seeing these things like, well, damn, when blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans gonna be back in position? When we ain't gonna have to worry about redlining? When we not gonna have to worry about gentrification? When we ain't gonna have to worry about drugs in the community? When we ain't gonna have to worry about poverty? When we ain't gonna have to worry about this and that, bills, and not having it, and not being able to get the loans, and not being able to get the credit to get the things that we want here in this place? When we gonna be able to get the land? When we gonna be able to have our own military, our own land? When the money gonna have black faces on it and not white faces on it? When?
Right. That's right.
Read.
Verse 4. And Yahushua answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you.
Don't you be deceived, man. A lot of these damn priests and these false prophets, man, and guerrilla Hebrew and all these, they deceiving a lot of our people, man. A lot of us been deceiving that Christian church, man.
That's right.
For many years. Don't let no man deceive you in these times.
Right.
You got to know what it is that you're listening to. You got to know where you're receiving your information from in these times. Right?
Yep.
I ain't going to go to it, but I like to it. It says that what? Wisdom and knowledge will be the stability. I should have went there, but I'm not. I'm going to quote it. Wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times.
Right.
The times that we in. What's going to keep you stable is the wisdom and knowledge. Well, what wisdom and knowledge? Being in the Christian church? Being in the Muslim mosque? No, being in the ISUPK. Getting the right, correct breakdowns. You understand? Under command of General Yohana.
Right.
Under Christ. The correct breakdown of the Bible. The knowledge and the wisdom is the application of the knowledge that you're receiving.
Right.
Okay? Apply what you're learning if you want to be successful in this time. You're being prepared for the times.
Right.
Read.
Verse 5. For many shall come in my name.
Many coming in the name of Christ, man. All these pastors, all these fake Israelite groups, Bishop Nathaniel, you know what I'm saying? GOCC, ISBHPK, all of these different groups, man, are coming in reputation in the name of Christ. Christ telling his disciples then, a lot of people gonna come acting like they is a representation of me in these times. But I'm telling you, don't be deceived, because watch out for a lot of them, because a lot of them are not of me, but they are going to be using my name. You see that? Man. Read.
Saying, I am Christ.
See that? Saying they Christ. Basically, Christ trying to say, they gonna try to say they with them, that they bringing the message of Yahweh Shai, but they really not. Okay? Read.
And shall deceive many.
And they gonna deceive many. How many of our people being deceived right now, man? In that Christian church. Why you think we talk about Christianity so much? Our people in the Muslim mosque is Islam. You know what I'm saying? I was deceived myself at the time. Well, not really, not of Nation of Islam. I was in it, but you know, that's a long story. But the whole point is, a lot of our people is in the damn Nation of Islam.
Right.
A lot of our people is in the Christian church. Now, I was deceived by the Christian church.
That's right.
That's for a fact.
That's right.
I was definitely under. One time, you couldn't have told me nothing. You know what I'm saying? Even though I might have been out there doing all type of wickedness with my damn Jesus head necklace.
Right.
You know, talking about, I believe in the Lord.
Right.
walk past the church. I wouldn't cuss when I walked past the church. See, I was one of those. You know what I'm saying?
God.
But guess what? Today I would cuss my ASS off walking past the damn church. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Damn the church.
Right.
And we got about 1,000 of them surrounding us right now.
That's right.
You know? Read.
God. And shall deceive many.
Shall deceive many. Read.
Verse 6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars.
Are we not hearing the wars right now, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters? Huh? Are we not hearing talks of World War III and things of that nature? Ukraine and Russia, Gaza and who they fighting? Israel. You know, it's wars going on that's not even being televised. A lot of the African nations are at war right now. Wars in the earth.
That's right.
You're hearing rumors of wars. So what time are we in?
Right.
Read.
See that ye be not troubled.
But don't you worry. Don't be troubled by these things. Read.
For all these things must come to pass.
These things got to happen. They will happen. You understand? Read.
But the end is not yet.
Now, as you see these different things happening and different things going on in the earth, you know what I'm saying? You know that they got to happen because it's all leading up to the end. But before the end, you got certain things that must happen, right? So those things are going to let you know what time you in. Trump taking all the federal aid, you know, the government aid away. He's running down on the Hispanics. You know, him and Putin kind of, you know, he talking about issuing sanctions and tariffs and all of these things going in the world abroad. You know what I'm saying? Him and Zelensky sitting down. You ain't got the cards, he telling Zelensky. He waging war against the people right in the United States, Chicago, Washington, D.C. He moving in on all these different other cities next. You know what I'm saying? I heard the lady running for the mayor of Detroit, man, the black lady, you know, understand, talking against the things that's going on because she's in fear that what? Trump going to come against Detroit. That's another major black city, yes. Right? Mm-hmm. So she said, well, bringing the National Guard is not the answer. She want to go back to what being and that's another thing I want to point out to you. See, activists ain't going to tell you these things, but they're going to try to tell you, well, we need more resources. We need more of this. We need. Shut up.
Right.
Y'all been saying that since 1960, man.
Yeah. Come.
You need to be listening to the prophet. That's the difference between an activist and a prophet. We got people out here right now, man. I had to even learn, you know, this community first thing and you know, they activists because they still do something and they say a goddamn prayer at the end. They Christians. You understand? That's why we got to create our own motion here in the ISUPK. And sometimes it may benefit us to collaborate, depending. It's still a fine line. But for the most part, man, we create our own motion here in the ISUPK, man. You know what I'm saying? Because we ain't speaking the real truth. That's right. We giving people things, even if it ain't the resources all the time, you know what I'm saying? Which we do know that we gather Israel because, you know, it's all Israel all about what you get them, you know what I'm saying? That's who's going to bag Israel, whether it's the wrong message or not. So you got to give Israel a bone to make them even listen halfway, and they still ain't going to listen because Israel trying to get what they trying to get, you understand? But they halfway get their attention, right? We do things, clothing drive, food drive. You understand? All of these things are things that we're doing to gather our people. You understand? Read.
That's right. Verse 7. For nation shall rise against nation.
You're going to start seeing different nations, different races rising against other races. And that's pretty much going on right now. You understand? Read.
And kingdom against kingdom.
Are not these other countries against each other? Know what I'm saying? Right now, we just got finished talking about it. What time are we in? Read.
And There shall be famines.
Shoot, man, ain't no other famine. Trump done put a freeze on all the, the aid things. He creating a famine, right? Goddamn now. Don't forget about the COVID-19. You know what I'm saying? What happened? You know what I mean? That wasn't that long ago. You know what I'm saying? Read.
And pestilence.
The pestilence and different things that's in the earth, man. You know what I'm saying? COVID was one of them. You know what I mean? Read.
And earthquakes.
We've been hearing about some earthquakes. I can't remember no certain incidences, but I have remember we done had some earthquakes here recently, you know what I mean, in different places, right? It's places that don't even have earthquakes. It's going on now. Read.
In diverse places.
And diverse places. He's telling us in different places that don't really even have goddamn earthquakes. Read.
Verse 8. All these are the beginning of sorrows.
These are the beginning of sorrows, man. The beginning, right? And if you know the times and you can feel it, you will know that we pretty much at the beginning. For those of you that's been around for a little while, yeah, we always had problems. A lot of stuff we talked about. A lot of us weren't even around at different times. And myself, I don't know what it was like to be around in the 60s, in the civil rights era when we was dealing with different things. I can't remember of what it was like to be around doing slavery when we was getting whipped. I may have been around, but I don't remember it. All I know at this point is the time that I've been here. Right. So we've always, I know, experienced a lot of different things. But I can speak as of lately. And as of lately, I have witnessed things get, they're getting worse.
Right.
And it's like it's creeping up on us. And a lot of us are not really acknowledging clearly, with a clear head, what's going on. A lot of us are still asleep. We're not woke. We're not really, we still like it's all a game or something.
Right.
Most of us are like that. But we are really in some serious times. And these are the things that Yahweh Shai was preparing us for 2,000 years ago. Because the disciples was asking them, well, when these things going, they going on now. But what we still doing? Getting high,
right?
Taking vacations. Right. Man, Israel think this shit a damn joke, man.
Yeah, right.
We think it's a joke, man. I'm gonna tell you, we think it's a damn joke. You know what I'm saying?
God.
All right, read.
God. Verse 9. Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted.
Are they not delivering us up to be afflicted? What's going on with ICE? Huh? The Hispanics part of Israel, are they not being afflicted right now? Huh? Are they not sending troops, the National Guard, to Washington, D.C. and Chicago? Huh? Come on now. Wake up. Learn the signs of the time. Read.
That's right. And shall kill you.
Man, they saying a lot of them Hispanics is dying. They putting them in them cages. They dying. We've been getting shot in the streets and all of that, for as Judah,
That's right.
But a lot of them Hispanics is down under the hands of ICE, man. They done funded ICE. They say they done funded ICE more than they funded something, but they done gave them some ridiculous amount of money, ICE. They've really funded that thing, man. And they sending Marines to back them. In case y'all didn't know. That's an outright wage of war.
Right.
Read.
That's right. And ye shall be hated of all nations.
Right.
For my name's sake.
Yeah, and we being hated. The Hispanics being hated right now, man. Trump and us too. He said that when he's sending them troops to Chicago, DC, who dominate, black being hated.
Right.
Because they know what? We the hitting one. We the nation of Israel. The Lord telling you, man, what's going on. Wake up. Read.
That's right. Verse 10. And then shall many be offended.
Right?
And shall betray one another.
Okay, read.
And shall hate one another.
A lot of hate gonna be going on. A lot of people gonna be being offended, betraying one another in this time, man, because of everything that's going on. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna put a whole another type of mentality and mindset in the earth. You know what I mean? Verse 12.
Verse 12. And because iniquity shall abound.
Right? Because of all of these things abounding in the earth, right? The sin that's abounding in the earth, the things that's going on that's abounding in the earth. Read.
God. The love of many shall wax cold.
Shall wax cold, man. The love. Ain't gonna be no love, man. Doggy dog world. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
And that's what type of time we in right now. Cold time. You understand? That's the time that we in. You know what I mean? Also Yagadar. ISIS. And you see that word cold and what they call ice. Huh? We in a cold time, man.
Word.
ISIS budget is bigger than the FBI, DEA, Bureau, prisons, U.S. Marshal Services, and Bureau and ATF combined. See that?
That's right.
All these other agencies, they done funded ICE.
Right.
I mean, you got to think about that, man. He must really be trying to do something. It's a whole nother agenda that he's doing that we're not even really aware of right now. It's going to come out later if it ain't clear now. Commander Junior Hunter might alert us to what's going on. But if he would sit up there and fund ICE more than all these other agencies, come on, man.
Right.
We got to wake up, man.
Facts.
You know? 3:13.
Verse 13. But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved.
You got to endure these things, man. You got to endure something. It's telling you for a reason. Hey, it ain't going to be easy, man. The times ain't going to be easy. We ain't in a time of peaches and cream. We ain't in a time of ease.
That's right.
He said, what? These are beginning of sorrows. The Lord letting you know you in a time of sorrow.
Right.
You understand? You in a time of things not being necessarily sweet.
That's right.
This ain't no good time, is what he talking about. And so much of not of a good time that the only ones that's going to be saved is it's going to take a special man and woman, man, to take this, man. I just want everybody to reset their mind for a minute. I had to do it and just realize what time that we in. And this is definitely not a time to let go of the Lord. It's not a time to go back to sleep, Israel. If you woke, I mean, we feeling sorry for those of us that ain't woke.
Right.
They still in the damn matrix doing all of this stuff we talking about.
Right.
They don't even realize. They don't have a damn clue what's going on.
Right.
I mean, it's ridiculous. And some of them, you can't tell them nothing either. But guess what? You tell them anyway, and after you tell them, if they don't listen, then the blood is not on you.
Right.
Okay, where we at now? Where we at? Verse 20, 21. 21, let's go to 21.
You said verse 21?
Come.
Verse 21. For then shall be great tribulation.
Great tribulation is the time we in, brothers and sisters. Read.
Such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time.
There go that word time again. Such as not the beginning of this society. This society has gotten worse. And we are in that time. Read.
Nor ever shall be.
There will never be a time like this again. Do you understand what time you in? Do you know what time it is? We be on the street hollering about, oh yeah, I know what time it is. Nah, do you really know what time it is? Read.
That's right. Verse 22. And except those days should be shortened.
The Most High gonna have to shorten these days, man. He gonna have to shorten it. Read.
There should no flesh be saved.
You ain't got to worry about enduring, because when nobody be saved. That's how rough it's gonna get. If he don't shorten it up. Who know what time it is? Who know what time we in now? Read.
But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened.
Because of us, man, the Lord is going to shorten those days, man. You know what I'm saying? He going to shorten those days. You understand? Let's skip down to 27.
Verse 27. For as the lightning cometh out of the east.
As the lightning cometh out of the east, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like a flash. It come from over the whole earth. You understand? Read.
And shineth even unto the west.
See that? That lightning come from the east all the way to the west. You know what I'm saying? Read.
So shall also the coming of the Son of Man be.
You're going to know when the Son of Man come back, man. Now he telling you when he going to come. After all these different things is going on, that's going on now, right? After all of that, now, here come Yahweh Shai. Read.
Verse 28. For wheresoever the carcass is.
We the carcass, man. Know what I'm saying? Israel. Know what I mean? Read.
There will the eagles be gathered together.
That's where the church going to be at, man. Know what I mean? For us. Know what I'm saying? Read.
Verse 29. Immediately after the tribulation of those days shall the sun be darkened.
It's going to be too late to get the wisdom then. You know what I'm saying? Ain't going to be no wisdom in the earth during those times, man. We ain't got there yet. He kind of breaking it down. If you listen to what, you know, see what he breaking the whole thing down. He's sitting there telling us how this thing gonna go. Read.
It's like those, it's like an ad. The moon shall not give her light.
Talking about that wisdom again. Read.
And the stars shall fall from heaven.
Yeah, the powers that be, man, they gonna fall from heaven. This government gonna fall. You see what I'm saying? That we all depend in so much. You're not gonna be able to depend on this government. See, that's why America, Trump moving the way they moving, because they know that they in jeopardy. They trying to hold on, man, to the little power that they got. And this other part of the precept gonna tell you. Read.
And the powers.
The what?
The powers.
Right. Read.
Of the heavens.
Of the heavens, man. Those who up the powers, right? Read.
Shall be shaken.
Should be shaken. America being shaken now. They don't got the respect that they used to have in the earth, man. I'm gonna tell you something. China and Russia and all your countries, they ready to try America ass. I'm gonna tell you that right now. They don't respect Trump, man. They think Trump weak, man. Putin think he weak too. Putin want to slap Trump, man. He think he can slap Trump. And Trump's so stupid, he trying to come against Putin, you know, acting like he a tough guy. Because he done been around probably, you know, during the 80s, all of that, the time of the mobsters. You know, but he really kind of faking. See, Putin was really doing it for real. You know, Trump won't even enlisted in the war. You got to remember who Trump is, man. He's just an entertainer, really. You know what I mean? He ain't like that. He was born with a silver spoon. Putin come from the rough. That boy from North Korea, them dudes really, them guys is about it.
That's right.
Trump faking.
That's right.
He living in his own head. But this thing ain't no game, though, that he playing. Because these guys is ready to press, they'll press that button. Push, come, and shove.
That's right.
They'll send the soldiers first to prevent that because they're trying to get world domination.
That's right.
But if they see ain't no way out, they're going to press that button.
That's right.
Read.
Verse 30. And
Oh, wait a minute. Let me skip down to our 36. Slocky.
verse 36. But of that day and hour knoweth no man.
No man know that when that time is the exact date of when Yahweh Shai gonna come back, man. Read.
No, not the angels of heaven,
Not even the angels of heaven, man. Read.
but my Father only.
Only the Most High know, man, when the exact end gonna come. Read.
Verse 37. But as the days of Noah were,
Right?
so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be.
What is talking about the days of Noah? Meaning that people gonna still be doing what they've been doing. Still asleep, like we talking about. But we in a heavy time, though. People still smoking, getting high. People still out there partying, having illicit sex, going on vacations. Ain't nothing wrong with going on vacation, but that can't be your whole focus. Having pleasure and fun, thinking America ain't gonna never end. And all the signs right in their damn face. Read.
Verse 38. For as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking.
See, they gonna still eating and drinking and partying and having a good goddamn time. They don't even know the word about the end. Read.
Marrying and giving in marriage.
Having sex. Everybody out there that's having sex. Women walking around, man, I see them with their buttocks out all the damn time. Wearing them damn skirts and shorts with half your cheeks hanging out. That's what's going on out here, man. Everybody having sex, lusting. Read.
Until the day that Noah entered into the ark.
And Noah entered into that ark. Verse 39.
And knew not until the flood came.
They didn't know until the flood actually came. The things that we able to talk about, they didn't know. Sister got the folks from Missouri. Was it a flood there?
Well, folks, I'm not sure what you said in relation to Missouri. I'm not sure.
I was going to try to figure out what she said.
Yeah,
Hey, elaborate a little bit more on that one, sister.
Right, I'm ready for something else.
Right. All right. Read.
And took them all away.
They ain't know today. It was too late. That's when they're going to take the Lord tomorrow. They're going to take the wisdom out the earth. It's too late now. Right? Read.
So shall also the coming of the Son of Man be.
This how the coming of the Son of Man going to be. It could be right now as we reading. It don't seem like it's no day that's, different from the other days. We could be in here reading and goddamn, we gone. Okay. Let me see. Verse 42.
Watch, therefore.
Watch. Be prepared. Read.
For ye know not what hour your Lord doth come.
You don't know when the Most High coming back, man. So you got to watch. You got to be prepared, man. You can't be sleep like brothers and sisters in the world. We got to be woke. You know what I mean? And this how you should live your everyday life, knowing what time you in. Read.
Verse 43. But know this, that if the good man of the house had known in what watch the thief would come, he would have watched,
right,
and would not have suffered his house to be broken up.
If he would have known, man, and we would have known, you know what I'm saying, when the Most High, he wouldn't allow this house to be robbed. But the fact that we don't know, that's why we got to stay and keep a watch. It's 9:15, man. The time I got away from me. I usually like to be, punctual with the time. Salakia, you know what I mean? But, we kind of got into it tonight. You know what I'm saying? We kind of got into it tonight, man. But I'm going to go ahead and end the class right there. This is the ISUPK, man. You know what I'm saying? Start out at went west, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under the commanding General Yohana. You understand? We couldn't bring the message, man, to blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. If a brother and sister in the school want to court, man, you know what I mean? They got to get permission from the head to marry. They were court as a 6 month, is it a year now? Period of time? Yeah, it's a 1 year period of time now. You know what I mean? And they will go back, reconvene before the head again and get permission to go ahead on and marry after the courting process. You know what I'm saying? We are commanded, man, to give a tenth of any increase that we get. My Aishara, you understand? Of any increase that we get, give to the school. And the brother want to become a troop in here, man. Get in all black, man. You know what I'm saying? Come to class, man. Nowadays, get your all black shirt, black pants, black boots, black war scarf, man, and come in here, man, and get into this truth and get into this army, man. We're accepting, all serious and inductees. You understand? You know what I'm saying? At the water, everybody for listening. We got the announcements. We got the Feast of Memorial, the blowing the trumpets coming up September the 21st. September the 21st. We got the this Sunday coming up. We got the California cookout coming up as well. I forget the dates on that. That's gonna be the 3rd to the 7th, something like that. I want to say Yahweh Shema Shabbat Rakatah to the Akim, man. Yahweh Shema Alathan Ba'Shem Yahweh Shad, man, to the sisters. And that concludes the class. Thank you.
Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man. If you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please, go to ISUPK.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
They're one West. They're one West. They're one West.